powerful testimony on Capitol Hill any minute. The January 6th Select Committee says today's hearing will demonstrate that Donald Trump and his allies drove a pressure campaign that literally endangered lives, not to mention democracy, and contributed to the January 6th insurrection. Let's go over to John King to lay out what we can expect today from the witnesses. Most of these individuals we're going to hear from today are dyed-in-the-wool conservative Republicans who supported Trump's election.
Right, and that's why it's so important. It's not just what you're hearing about Donald Trump and his consistent, methodical effort to change the election results, to cheat. It's not just what you're hearing, it's who you're hearing it from. And so when it comes to Georgia, the Republican Secretary of State, who said he voted for Trump, said he wanted Trump to win, but the math was the math, is essentially his chief of staff, Gabe Sterling, who works with Brad Raffensperger, again, a Republican, brought in a Republican administration. Remember Gabe Sterling after the election. Donald Trump was saying, I was cheated, there was fraud in Georgia. Gabe Sterling was one of the ones, you go back to, this is December 1st, 2020, about a month after the election, right? He knew this was getting dangerous, and he asked the president, please.
Have the ability to do, and you need to step up and say this, is stop inspiring people to commit potential acts of violence. Someone's going to get hurt, someone's going to get shot, someone's going to get killed.
And yet, a month, remember, that's December 1st. 1 month later, the infamous phone call, this is the president on the phone with the Georgia Secretary of State. Gabe Sterling is on that call saying, come on, find me those votes.
So what are we going to do here, folks? I only need 11,000 votes. Fellas, I need 11,000 votes. Give me a break. We have that in spades already.
If you come back, even during that call, the Deputy Secretary of State, the White House Chief of Staff, she texts, we need to end this call because she sees what's happening. I don't think this will be productive much longer. Mark Meadows, the Chief of Staff, says, okay, let's save the relationship. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Wow. She just can't believe what she's hearing.
The president is shaking down the Secretary of State, right, asking him to flip it based on nothing.
Right.
Based on lies.
Based on lies. And that's the important point as you look right here. Sure, it was a narrow win. Sure, Georgia had traditionally been a Republican state, but Joe Biden won. Jake, they recounted. Then they did an audit. There were lawsuits. Joe Biden won. That is a fact. It's a close election, but it's a fact. And that's a margin, 11,779. You say, oh, that's a small margin, but never gets reversed. It's just not enough votes to return it a recount.
And remember the testimony from the U.S. Attorney for Northern Georgia, who said he also looked into it. There was nothing there.
The Justice Department looked into it. The state looked into it. They did a recount. They did an audit. Joe Biden won. Joe Biden won Georgia, plain and simple. Then we moved to the other big witness today. The first witness, Rusty Bowers, again, a very conservative Republican, the Speaker of the House in Arizona, looked at all of this. And here's what he said on a phone call. The President of the United States, Rudy Giuliani, his lawyer, again, this is near the end of November, so 3 weeks after the election, essentially. You are giving me nothing but conjecture, asking me to break my oath and commit to do something I cannot do because I swore I wouldn't. I will follow the Constitution. That is the Republican Speaker of the House who voted for Donald Trump, supported Donald Trump, saying, I can't do this. And, of course, in Arizona as well, yes, it's close. Similar to Georgia, right? 10,000 votes here, 10,500 just shy of that. But, again, it was recounted. There were lawsuits here as well, Jake. And as you go through this, you're going to have Republican officials who said they did their job, they counted the votes, they wanted Trump to win. He simply didn't. But he would not stop trying, Jake.
All right, John King, thanks so much.